Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
This is Tyler.
And this is Ilya.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings. And today we are not alone. We are here with Ilya and Tyler from kovray. And we are going to do a top 10 list.
Yes.
What kind of top 10 list are we going to do?
It's the top 10 gateway games.
Yes.
You excited?
Games that we use kind of like a gateway drug to get people into playing board games.
Yes.
But the first one is not free. You have to buy the games. You can't go and get free games just to. We should maybe start at like, hey, the first one is free, and you will get that, and then you come back and buy all the games. So we are here with kovray. Hello, kovray.
Hello. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
We're so excited to share all these games that will sneak people into our hobby.
Yes, these
That
games
is
are much
awesome.
better than drugs.
Yes.
Yes.
That should be the tagline of this video. Board games are better than drugs.
Exactly.
I think that. So say no to drugs, say yes to board games.
Yeah.
But not Magic the Gathering, because that's almost as
Dragon
expensive
Almost
Yes.
as
right. Yeah.
but less health problematic, I would say, for most people. Yeah, enough about that. We're going to talk about some games today, gateway games. So that is games that are good to use for getting people into the hobby. And these are going to probably be games. We don't know the games that you have chosen, and you probably don't know the games that we have chosen if you don't have a camera in our house. We are gonna so there are lighter games, maybe not many mechanisms and all of that. You probably know what a gateway game is.
Yeah.
And if you are completely new to the hobby and this is randomly the first video you ever see about board games, then these might be games that you could check out to see if board games might be for you. And obviously, if you're not following kovray and subscribing to them, you should go over and check them out. And we're going to do this video. It's going to be like a two-parter. So we're going to get half here, and then you have to go over and watch the other one.
It's
That's
mandatory.
It's mandatory. It's
It
actually
is.
in the rules of this video.
Mm.
You have to follow the rules. If you are a board gamer, you know you
know.
have to follow the rules.
It's in the rule book.
So you have to go over to the channel and subscribe and watch the other part of the video, and of course other videos on their channel as well. Should we talk about games?
Yes. Mhm.
Enough about me rambling, and we have guests, and I am the only one speaking.
We have made our list in together, and you have two.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Together.
True. Yes.
Yeah, it is the truth. It is fact.
So we wondered how many crossovers we would have.
Yes,
Do you
let's
have
do
any
a
guesses?
guess.
That's what I was just thinking. I think for me, I'm going to say we have four crossovers between our
Wow.
lists. What do you think?
I'll go lower than that and probably say like two.
Okay.
Oh.
Predictions.
So what do you think?
I'll go right in the middle. Say 3.
3,
Ah, there we
okay. Then I'm gonna go 10.
Whoa.
The
same
Crossovers, yes.
Can you imagine?
That would be quite
That would have
serendipitous.
been. I don't think 10, because that would be very surprising with a few of these. But if it happens, it would be the most awesome thing on the internet. Maybe not ever, but for now.
Close
This
to
time.
it, close to
Let's
it.
own
In
that
this
ever.
video.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think maybe you can start, because you
Yes.
are our guests. So do you have a game that you want to share?
Yeah, take it away.
I will go first. Okay. The first one I am going to share is a newer game, and it is called Fun Facts. So this is designed by Casper Lab, and basically it's more of a party game where you're getting to know fun facts about your friends. There'll be a question that is asked, and on your own little boards, you write down the answer. So for example, how many marshmallows do you think you can eat? And then everybody will write down the answer, and then one by one, you're going to try arranging it so it goes. You'll place them face down, and then you'll try to arrange them one by one and going around the circle. So they go in ascending order. And if for however many you get correct, you get that many points. So you're working together in this cooperative fashion. And it's really fun because half the questions you just laugh a lot. Half the questions you get to have deeper conversations, get to know each other. But it's a fantastic game to really get to know your friends and almost break the ice a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's fun facts.
And my 10 of 10 is already out of the way.
Yeah.
No.
It's
I
gone.
will play this, but I've heard about it, and I love a good party game.
Mhm.
And for
Yeah.
many non-board gamers, that is the first way to board games, like at a party,
Nice.
and that
Yes.
sounds like a really good one.
But what kind of party are you playing this game at? Like, If you watch like movies
Staff
from
retreat.
Yes.
True though, because we did bring it to my staff retreat, and they absolutely loved it. So
That is awesome.
yeah.
It's just
I
like
was
it
thinking, like-
fascinates me with like the concept of party games. Like what kind of I'm never at the party when I play party games. It's not like,
It's
oh,
true.
we have red cups of alcohol and we play fun facts. That maybe
happens.
that game, maybe
Yeah.
that game, but maybe it's just that I'm never at parties.
Yeah, I think that's
Maybe
the
that's
problem.
kind of the thing. So that's why that's a good choice. I haven't checked it out, and
Thank
Cosplay
you.
Lab makes some nice games, so we need to check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a game?
I do. It's for sale. Not this copy.
No, we
it's
own
not
this,
for
yes.
sale.
Oh.
We wanted it for ourselves, but it's for sale. So this is a auction game.
Mhm.
So first off, you're using your money to how is it?
You're using money to buy properties.
Yes, and then afterwards you're going to sell your property for more money to basically
Yes.
get points. So we thought it's a really nice game to learn about bidding and auctions in this game.
Which is your favorite mechanism.
And no,
isn't
it's
it?
not. But this is a fun game either way. We like it.
I
A
like.
tagline for all games.
We like it. That's
We
like
like
the
it.
bottom line, I think. We actually hate this game, but we think you should play it because it's a good gateway game. No, but I think For Sale is one of those games that I actually played pretty late, like 4 years ago, I
Yeah.
think. And I was like, wow, there's so much game in this little box. Have you played it?
We
have
actually
not, no.
haven't. I've heard of it before, and it sounds like a lot of fun. But like you said, bidding is also not one of my most favorite mechanics.
Yay!
You are wrong. It's fun.
No.
It is fun.
No.
Okay, I say that though, but my next the game I'm about to introduce also has bidding in it, which is
Yay!
hilarious.
you go.
My next game would be No
Ah.
Thanks, and same thing is this bidding mechanic where you're bidding on cards and you want to make sure you're taking lower number cards or consecutive cards, so you score less points. But the trick is it's all hidden, and nobody knows how many like bidding points you have, so you can kind of get stuck with some really, really bad cards. Yeah, that's really what No Thanks is.
I like my favorite
Yes.
aspect of the game is just like looking at everybody and then saying, no thanks. And it's just this continuous loop of just ways of saying no thank you. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one.
Mm.
You don't like it too much.
Nah, it's the bidding part, but I think it's a great game. It's just not for me because I get a little angry every time.
That's fair. I also do.
This is one that actually we played wrong for a long time.
No, we did.
And
Oh,
I
really?
remember Tom Vassell. He understood the rule that he had played wrong. And I heard him talk about it. I was like, I also did that wrong. And that was that you are supposed in the beginning of the game to take out cards so that it's random which cards are in it. And we didn't do that. So we played like with the whole deck,
With
which
Yeah.
made it a
information.
bit more deterministic, and you knew that the cards were coming out. So I'm pretty sure Tom said that he was never going to play it. After that, he knew the actual rules of the game. But it makes it a bit more chaotic. You don't really know what's coming out.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
even though I'm not a fan of house rules, I might actually like it better with like the playing with the whole thing. But we played it. I played it quite a bit, and we actually played with right rules as well because I like rules.
But you have played with the right rules, right?
Yes, yeah, we take the cards out. Although I feel like it would be fun keeping all of the cards in, because
You'd
then
save
it'd
up
be
to wait
more
for
of
the
a
one.
you're
Yeah.
fighting for the cards that you
Yeah.
actually want.
Yeah. Mm.
You know that cards might come, and people will try to fight you for it instead of it being wasn't there, and you got 52 points
Yeah, exactly.
because fun. I have
Feels
games.
You have games?
Yes, I'm gonna take an obvious choice for me.
Yeah.
And this is probably this is one of the most my choices
Yes,
on the
this
list.
would not be on my personal list.
No,
but
but-
it's a natural choice.
It's a natural choice, and that is a game called Dominion.
Yes. Okay.
This is a game I have played probably like 120 times, and you have played it less than that.
Less
but
than
you
that.
probably played like 50
Played it
times.
sometimes, yes.
Less, or maybe like 119.
Yes.
Yes. But it's one that I still like. You tried to cull it when I did it on
Yes,
Keyboard
I
Call.
tried my best. It's still here.
It's still here, but it's one that I like. We never played, but it's still one that I enjoy, and I think it's especially the base game is a good introduction to deck building. It's like super simple, straight to the point. It's only deck building. It might now not be the best deck building game, but it's still a classic game that I think is a good fit for this list. Boom, that's why it's here.
Have you played it?
I played a lot of this in university, like just for when I was living on residence. I love this game. We don't own a copy, and I don't remember the last time I played it, but it is super good.
I've actually never played it.
Oh, really?
No, I've never played
I
Dominion.
did not know this.
But I know it's like the classic, the deck builder. So I'm definitely look for the opportunity to play it one of these days.
I'm a sucker for deck builders, so yeah.
There are better ones, but it's still is a classic and one I don't.
What I like about it is that you can have so many combinations of cards. So you can, if you find a group that haven't played as much, for example, you can take out the most complex ones, or you can play some rounds with the same cards and then switch out some. So it's really nice. You can customize it however you want, especially with all the expansions.
There's too many expansions.
I was just gonna say, do you know how many expansions there are for this one?
I stopped looking at these expansions many years ago. I think we only have
because this is
because
the other one is so full.
So yeah.
But we only have the base game and Prosperity and Intrigue, and then we got something called Empires, something like that.
Did we have Cornucopia as well?
Cornucopia as well. That's a horrible one. And we got I think it was called Empires because it was somebody had a crushed version of it, so we got it for $10. And I was like,
nice.
Let's go ahead and play it. But I think there might be more than 10. There's more than 10 big box ones. I think there's too many.
That's so wild.
That's the bottom line. Too many.
Too many.
I guess you have more games.
Yeah, I want to talk about that one.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm
breaking our rule of games. It's King Domino.
Yeah. Nice.
So I feel like this is just a classic domino-based type of board game where you're building a little kingdom and you're placing dominoes, and essentially the whole aspect of the game is you're trying to get areas multiplied by the crown. So some tiles have little crowns. And I remember playing this one early on in our board game journey, and it just brought so much joy. And I think what really sells it is the churn order, because the tile that you choose will depend on what position you'll choose the next time. So if you choose a really, really valuable tile, then you may go fourth next time, and you may not get another really valuable tile. So that mechanic of it is so clever. And there's a few expansions of this one as well, but the original just has a really special place in my heart.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think of King Domino?
I really like it. It's simple drafting and just building your tableau. So if you're looking for an easy game to learn, I think it's perfect to pick up.
Yeah,
I agree. That's a great choice. We love that game as well, and it's such a good gateway into both drafting but also tiling, because that puzzle is really intricate. You want to set yourself up for more possibilities, and then you can be in a situation where you can't really fill your 5x5 grid anymore, and it hurts your brain. But at the same time, it's very simple rules wise. But a lot of game even still.
Yeah, and it's one that you can play with almost anyone, and the queue system is basically the most fun part and the most unique part of the game as well, I would say.
Yeah, the decision making to take more valuable tiles is pretty fun.
And it's a nice throwback to dominoes, because I'm sure you folks and many people have played dominoes when they were younger too. So it's a good transition and that gateway, I guess.
True. Yeah.
I never played dominoes. Did you play dominoes?
We had some at our cabin, and we tried to play it, but I don't know the rules. And we probably were some tiles short because the game wasn't
But did you put them up in a row and make them fall over?
Because
that's
always.
That's the only thing I ever done with dominoes. I thought that was the part. I thought that was what you're supposed to do, and there were some numbers on them. I didn't understand that.
My family used to play dominoes all the time, actually, and my dad made this whistle out of a I want to say like a 2x4 or something like that. But
Ah.
I remember every time we would match or make like a log chain of things, we'd have to grab the whistle and blow it, and it was just like this.
Was it a train
It was
whistle?
like this train whistle. Yeah, it was amazing.
I played dominoes lots as a kid, so this was
Uh-huh.
very to my heart. So
Yeah, absolutely. We have another game here. It is called King Domino Origins.
Hey!
We got a first crossover.
It's not a crossover because this is Origins.
Well, it is King Domino.
Yeah,
It is a crossover.
Yeah, I have 10,
Okay,
so I'm gonna.
So
I'm
we
gonna
have
count
a
this.
thing where we have
One.
crossover dance when we have crossovers.
Yeah, the crossover dance. Do you
So
want to do the
have to
crossover
dance
dance? Yeah, to do the dance. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay,
You can't
yeah.
touch this. You can't touch it because it's on the other side of the world. It is King Domino Origins. Have you played it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Really like
I
this one.
basically, I think we still also have King Domino.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there. But for me, King Domino Origins is basically what Queen Domino should have been. It is King Domino with different variants, and the normal version is still like almost the same as normal King Domino. And then you have like a couple of additions that you can play with,
simple that
which
you
are
can
still
add.
simple, but you get that like a ladder of starting with the basic one and then moving up. I really like that.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yes, I
Yes.
do. Yeah.
That's your
Yeah,
bottom
I
line.
talked a lot of about the King
Oh
Domino
yeah,
on
because I was
their-
trying to
on
send
their
it to you because
turn.
I felt like I was
talked
speaking
about it
about it.
already.
But you spoke
Basically.
King Domino crossover. Do. Perfect.
I
Yes.
agree with you
Put
though that
this
it is
somewhere.
the Origins is what Queen Domino should have been, and I'm happy.
But
they...
do you
Oh, go
like
ahead.
if you were to suggest somebody to get one of them, would you get the normal or Origins?
Oh geez.
that's a tough
That
question.
is a good question.
Why don't you answer it first?
For me, it's Origins.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I think the more I think about it, probably Origins, but that's because like the stepping stones you can take.
Yeah.
I think what I'll say is Origins if it's somebody that actively plays board games. But if
Yeah.
it's their first game and they're experiencing it for the first time, I would say King Domino, just so there's not, because I feel like multiple variants and add-ons can be overwhelming sometimes. So that'd be my answer.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's also probably more available, like especially like even
Oh,
in
yeah,
Norway,
that's
you
true.
can get King Domino at a normal bookstore,
Yes.
Yeah.
and we don't have many games there.
No.
Okay, so you are at
It's back to you.
fourth game, so two more
Is it
games for you.
4 already? Okay.
What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna kind of stick with the drafting theme. It's another blue-orange game, actually. It's called Downtown Farmers Market. And it's another drafting game. You're just trying to get different goals based on like what you start with at the very beginning. And you want like carrots, cheese, bread, eggs. I'm missing something.
Corn.
Oh, corn.
And milk.
And milk. And there are just, you go through the whole game just drafting, trying to get these certain goals. It gets harder and harder as you go through the game. But it's that simple, like, grab a tile, place it into your board, and then have a little bit of a brain crunch probably when you need like 5 more tiles. And that's where I think the game gets really exciting. But it's just easy to play, easy to get to the table. It's compact. This bad boy fits like all the
Hey.
tiles. And it's just pleasantly all stacked in here. So yeah,
That's very nice.
that's what I would say. Downtown Farmers Market.
I love it for that
Have you heard about
simplicity of the strategy of just you have a goal, try to reach the goal, but all of a sudden you have 8 goals and they intersect. Because I feel like that's something that a lot of people really like enjoy doing. Like here's a puzzle, try to solve it.
Yeah.
But this is like the ultimate puzzle because all of it kind of interconnects and you have limited quantity. So it's very fun.
Yes, yeah.
I want to get this. It really speaks to me. Like based on your description, I will search for it. And
I've never heard about it.
No, I never heard about it. But it sounds
That's
really
really
good.
It actually
My
is
brain likes completing puzzles. And if you give me 8 at the same time, I will try my hardest to achieve every single one of them.
Yes, yeah.
It
It's
also is a
lot of fun.
reskin, I think, of a game with a different theme. It's more around, I think it's called Lost Seas, if I remember correct.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like ships and it's more nautical theme.
Yeah.
But it's identical game, just different. Like here you're going to the farmer's market, there you're traversing through ships and trying to avoid krakens and whatnot. So
Nice.
When is this from? Do you know? Hard questions time.
I think it was last year actually.
Okay.
It's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We usually see like
2002.
Blue Orange games at Spiel, and I wasn't there last year, so you
that
didn't.
is my fault.
Yes,
then.
your
Yes.
fault. You're not finding all the games at Spiel. You didn't buy all
This
of
is
them.
on my radar now, so I'm looking forward to maybe play it someday.
Yes.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, you'll have to let
It's a
us
small
know
one,
because
so
it's been
if
a
we
lot of
find
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Very fun.
will do.
Okay, where should we do this one?
This one.
Let's do
Okay.
that.
Oh,
It's a game.
Quadropolis. This is a city building game,
Mhm.
and I like city builders, but this one is really fun. First of all, I think it's fairly easy. That is why it's on a list. But it
It's
also
a heavy
is
strategy
it's a
game.
heavy strategy game. But I think this is a great introduction to how city builders, when you're building all these buildings in your city, they interact with each other.
Mhm.
And that can be sometimes a little mind-boggling, and it is a little bit of that in this game as too. But I think it's a nice introduction to it. What I really like about this game is the drafting of the city tiles, because you have these architects with different numbers on it. So let's say that I have an architect with the number 2, then I can arrow him like so he points to a building in like a grid. And the cool thing then is that if I take that building, I have to put it in my number 2 part of my town. So that is a really intricate puzzle.
And you also have to take the one that's too apart away from your architect. That's kind of like the double thing.
Cool.
So you have these limits in your how you're drafting them. Then you have to build it that way in your city as well, and you want them to match and get points. So yeah.
And also, Days of Wonder has often in their games in a great way like a basic version and an advanced version. So you can you can play the basic version, and the basic version is great. We have played that probably 10-15 times, which is a lot for us. And then then you have like the advanced version, which just adds a few more buildings, which are a bit more, because most of the things you do are to place the buildings so that they score the best. Because it's not one of those games where the buildings have abilities. It's more of that the buildings score when like this one scores adjacent to this, and this one and there's one building you build like higher, so you place more tiles on top of each other, and all of that to score the most points and be the winner of the game.
I haven't played this one. I want to play it.
Yeah, I feel like
I
this
also
one's
love city builders.
now on our radar from your description as well, just because we love city builders, and I think I've heard the name, but I've never heard the description. Yeah.
This is one that I don't remember when it came out. I think it was 2014, I would guess, not 15 maybe. It was one of the first years we went to the Board Game Con in
16 actually.
Okay.
16, okay.
I'm just saying numbers. 14, 15, 16, 17,
Wow.
18. It came out in a year.
You're such a counter. It's
Yes.
just like that's why I married
count.
you.
Yes,
You're
I can
amazing.
count to 20. Not any higher, but 20. So those are 4 games. So that means that you are doing the last game for this part.
This is the last one for this video. And I'm going to stick with our, I guess, newer games in this Gateway theme. That is Villains, the Disney Villains, the card game. So I love card games, and I feel like it has been a while since I've been wowed by a card game, and this one was definitely that. Essentially, you will take a role of one of the villains in the Disney multiverse, and you'll have a deck of cards, and you'll play cards in front of you, trying to get a stack to score the most points. But the catch is when you play a card, if your suit or your number matches your opponent's to the left or the right, you have to play on their stack instead. So you'll have to play cards and try to be strategic and trying to score the most, but you can always play your card face down as a villain.
As a hero,
because you're the villain. So you add a hero to your deck, but then that can essentially reboot whatever that card is. And at the end of the game, however many heroes you have is what the values of the cards that will exit your game. So if you have 3 heroes, all the 3s in your deck are gone, and they're 1 to 6. So it is likely that you'll lose a lot of cards. And the player with the most points after that wins. But it's really quick. Each of them has slightly one asymmetric card that sometimes spins all the cards in a circle or does various thematic things associated to the villain. But it's so quick to play. It's so much fun. And it's been one of my, I love to pull it out as one of the first games of the night.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of playing War, like the card game War, but then it's got that twist of, I mean, you're not actually like competing against the cards in front of you, and then that small little like sprinkle of asymmetry, I think, really makes it a great like entry type game to introduce a bit more like complexities to what games bring.
Have you
Nice.
heard of
We
this one or
haven't
played
heard
it?
about this. No. That's new to me, but I really want to try it now.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a really fun game, and I like that you have this very familiar theme, because that was also some things that I feel like a new person would appreciate. It's something that you can relate to in a board game, so I really want to try that.
Yeah, I think it's like theme is sometimes we don't care about theme, but sometimes when you play with new people, the theme can, like, if you want to play Love Letter or Low Letter Marvel, I think people want to play Marvel instead of like, you can send a letter to a princess. It's going to be fantastic fun. We promise it will be fun. We will check it out. Is it a Ravensburger game? It seems like it's Ravensburger.
Yes,
it is.
Yeah.
Yes. I will see if we can find it.
Yeah, I think this is this year's release. It's pretty new.
Yeah.
Probably
not going to be available in Norway, because Norway is very slow at getting board games.
Yes.
Which is great when we are trying to make YouTube videos. Hey! So we have one more game, which is going to be the last game for this video. I'm just going to take something.
Grab a random
I'm
game.
going to take this
Which
one.
speaks to your heart.
Because the other ones are good for next one. This is this game. It's Bear and Bark.
Love this game.
It is a game about not being a bear. I don't know why I was trying to say that, but you are drafting tiles to make a park.
Yes.
You can say other things.
Take over. Okay. So yeah, it is a tile laying game, and what I love about this game is that where you're laying gives you actions. So if I lay on top of take a new area action, I will do that, and you're trying to score points. There's some like common goals that everybody can go for. So you're trying to, for example, have 3 ice bears.
Ice bears.
What it is.
Ice cream bears.
We call it that in Norwegian.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you like translate
bears.
it, it's gonna be ice bears. But
that's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah, and also you want to like complete your board first. Also, then you get some points.
Aha.
Yeah.
You get points for many things.
Yes.
But the play with the most points is going to
winner.
be the winner.
Chicken dinner.
It's a new thing in board games, most points.
We're not playing golf.
So this one is, we're using this to introduce that concept of getting points is good.
Yes.
That's kind of like the
It's
thing about
unique.
this one. So I guess you played it.
Oh
yes. Oh yeah.
Well, I think when you place tiles and get things is like one of the most satisfying feelings in a game, especially in this game too, where you can place a tile in a way that you can maybe potentially even get 3 actions. It feels so good.
Yeah. The immediate satisfaction of being able to do something right after placing a tile is my favorite part about this game.
Have you played the expansion?
There's an expansion.
I don't know. Do we have an expansion in here? I have no idea. I will open the box.
Well, something
it
told me that we
look like
have.
it. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Bad news bears or something.
Bad news.
Okay.
Bad news bears.
There's
one
like
that's
a
elevated, like they raise.
It's a monorail. Monorail.
Yeah.
I have not played it, but we have it, and we still haven't played it.
Okay, I didn't
because I was feeling this box is so full of things. So I was like, there must be an expansion here. We don't usually
look like expansion.
Play a lot of expansions, but we got it for this one.
I remember it now. It adds like a different puzzle where you're that is going straight all the time. So that makes you build a little bit different than you would without it. So it adds an extra layer of things to think of.
Ooh,
okay, those are 10 games, and so far only one
crossover.
So my guess of 10 is out of the window.
Yeah.
We have, what were your guesses again? You were
2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So there, you still have a chance. I went heavy on. I was like, I'm going to go for 10.
Ambitious.
And hoping that we have a perfect match. We did not do that. I probably should have known, but I was in the mood for 10. So that means that this is the end of this video. There's going to be another video, as we say. It's probably already up. You can go and check out over on Kovray's channel. We're going to link it everywhere. Probably not everywhere, but in the description. We have more games to come. We're not going to do the same games.
No.
We're going to do different games on the other video, and you can go and check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, then there's something you can do to help us out, which is very simple for you and very hard, very hard for us. No, it's very good for us. And that is
hard for us.
giving us a victory point.
Yes.
And you might wonder how you do that. Please give us a tutorial how to give us a victory point.
Yes, we get victory points in live and YouTube when you subscribe to our channel. You can also subscribe to kovray.
Yes.
They are amazing.
Double victory points, and we dance with our
way.
fingers.
Yes.
And that is the end of this video. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ilya.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.